Now let me tell you about Flexipop. Now, what a great magazine that was. Now it had a flexi disc, that's this, on the cover, with exclusive tracks from some of the top groups. This one happens to be Blondie, but we had Adamant, Soft Cell, Depeche Mode, The Jam. Now you had to put this disc on a record player and weight it down with a coin to stop it slipping. That's the wonders of modern technology for you. Now, I began writing for Flexipop in the summer of 1981. My first two interviews were Modern Romance, that's this one, and flip the page, and that's OMD, Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark. Now, after that came interviews with Altered Images, Simple Minds, David Sylvian of Japan, and pretty much everyone else who was anyone in the 1980s pop music scene. Flexipop was edited by Tim Lott and Barry Kane. The art editor was Mark Manning, but Mark was also a terrific cartoonist. His cartoons of Toyah and Adamant are just wonderful. But Mark's real ambition was to be a rock star, and one day he decided that's what he would be. So he changed his name to Zodiac Mindwarp, and he went on to have a top 20 hit, amazingly, in 1987 with a single called Prime Mover. But back in the early 80s, he was still plain Mark Manning, who spent his days in a basement room designing layouts for Flexipop. Mark also helped to do the photo stories. Now, I wrote a photo story called Bad Backs 2, which was all about cannibals, and that story was responsible for getting Flexipop seized by the police, and maybe one day I'll tell you the full story of that, but not today. Now, the most successful pop magazine in Britain in the 80s was Smash Hits. Smash Hits was bright, cheerful and family-friendly. Everything that Smash Hits was, Flexipop wasn't. Flexipop was dark, unpredictable and a bit on the dangerous side. Its slogan, printed in the magazine itself, was pure pulp for pinheads, or sometimes cheap sleaze for retards. We insulted our readers all the time and they loved it. Now, we didn't take pop stars too seriously either. We did everything from a fashion feature with Buster Bloodvessel of Bad Manners to a photo shoot of Toyah dressed as a bunny rabbit. Flexipop only ran for 3 years, sadly, but by 1983 the fun was starting to go out of the pop music scene, and, well, Flexipop was never very good at being serious. Still, for a while, Flexipop was, in my humble opinion, simply the best pop magazine there's ever been. And even today it still has a bit of a cult following. You just try searching for Flexipop on Google to see what I mean. Happy days.